Alrighty, traders. I am so excited to be back with you this Friday. Guys, had a good time on vacation, but this is my real vacation right here. A little sick, had the flu the last few days, so I'm barely hanging in there, but I can't miss out on trading. MG in the building. MG looks like had a green week. The green team doesn't surprise me at all when the green team is green, right? Guys, so today, really, I've been trying to look at what all's been going on the last week entirely, but I saw what happened with BMNR. I've been monitoring, social media, seeing what's going on with ABVE, their merger, a lot of Bitcoin related plays today. So I haven't been completely out of the market. You guys know, no matter where you are, if you're a trader, your eyes are on the market in some respect. Today I'm going to be really focusing in on the strategy. But one thing I was reading this morning is it's not the strategy. It's not the strategy that just is the edge. That's part of it. The strategy is your discipline, the discipline to use your strategy consistently. Right? So the edge is not necessarily just the strategy. It's your discipline to consistently use it. The strategy is just gives you potential, but you have to have discipline to unlock it. And then risk management protects it. Then also consistency, which is going to compound it. All right. Mr. James in the building. Red week. So the week looked hard. The week looked really hard from where I was monitoring it from a distance. Even this PROK, dude. This PROK. I saw this when I was on my trip. I'm like, oh my god, I would have got wrecked on this trade probably. $1, and this is why I try to say, man, I need to hit this probably on a short actually right now. PROK. PROK, I'm probably about to take a little position here on the short side. At least, let me try to get in here. I'll throw an order out on PROK, but I saw this one. Dude, this thing halt all the way up from what, $1 up to $4 or $5. Yeah, PROK, James. Yeah, I saw that. And I was like, dude, that would have wrecked me. So these are the plays that I'm trying to focus on the backside here with the backside boys. Cause yeah, when I'm in Disney World, just watching this kind of a ticker do this from $1 up to $5, I'm like, dude, that's why I have the rule 2 losses per ticker and move the F on. Because if you stick around too long on some of these that are not cooperating, dude, you can get obliterated. So maybe, just maybe, we're backside here now. I did get an entry on it, 485, just 100 shares. I'm gonna see if we're backside here on PROK. But a lot of tickers that you guys let me know. Emmanuel's in the building. Emmanuel, how's your eval going? Yeah, it's good to be back with you guys. Very good to be back with you guys. This week, it looks like it would have been difficult for me. It looks like we had a lot of irrational moves to the upside. A lot of irrational moves to the upside this week is what it appears. But I did see BMNR. A lot of big boys came out and shorted this $100 all the way down to 51 right now. Oh, let's go, Emmanuel. Got funded. Let's go. Dude, the green team. Oh, man, I can't wait. When's your interview? When's your interview with the CEO? I can't wait for that. Dude, the green team's going to be cheering you on. Oh, I'm excited for that. Good job. Great work, Emmanuel. Everyone give him a congrats. That is awesome. The rest of us are right behind you. Yeah, so I saw BMNR. That one was looking oh, why is that? Are you're too good of a trader? Oh, I mean, they'll probably reach out to you. Kayvon, risk and reward in perfect spin as Mario Land fuels his win. Dude, let's go. Yeah, that was a fun park. They just opened up in Orlando, so it was very busy. But the kids had fun. It was a good time. James, good morning, by the way, Kayvon. He just got back from his trip too. Yeah, this week has looked pretty brutal on the irrational long side of things. You almost got fun at James, and then PROK came around. So right now, yeah, congrats, Amino. That is unbelievable. Excellent. PROK, I am short here. Probably stop's gonna be about right here. I'll hit it again up towards the 520s if we pop up there, but I'm looking for a backside fade on PROK. Then a lot of these plays, guys like HOLO, Holo, a lot of Bitcoin. Every ticker out here. I want to take a short on SGN too. SGN looks kind of heavy against 340. I'm honestly thinking about it. Every one of these tickers is pretty much every one of these companies, they just come out with some Bitcoin treasury related news, you know. All right, I'll take SGN as well. Just 100 shares on both. We'll look to scale a little bit. $100 risk per trade. Yeah, every one of these tickers, dudes. Bitcoin related news. All right, so we had INKT pop up from 7 to 22 this morning. I think they passed like some good news on one of their trials. Their drug, they saw complete remission from their therapy, metastatic testicular cancer. Okay. They saw complete remission there. James, really having a problem with consistency. I always have the right idea and keep getting stopped out before it does what I knew it would do. Yeah, that's happened to me quite a bit as well, James. So if that's what's happening, what you need to do is SGN getting a little spike here. Hang on one second. Yeah, I like these against a lot of the pre-market resistance. If that's happening, James, what you probably need to do is size down a bit. So if you're, is it because you're placing your stop on it and then the stop's getting hit? You remember that what I was going over a few weeks ago, how you should place your entries pretty much at your stop, like let the trade come to you. Well, probably what you should do then is if you're going in with 200 shares, just go in 100 and then maybe hit it again, with the other 100. It must mean from what I'm reading right there, yet the entries are a little off, which I've had a problem with recently too, just not being patient enough to get into the trade. So your entries are probably just a little off. You're eager to get into the trade, likely, and you're getting involved a little early. So if that's what's going on, size down a bit, or just wait longer to get involved with it. All right, Mark is going to open up here very shortly. SGN, I took a short on. We'll see where that one's going to open up. My two trades on the left side of the screen. PROK, I'm looking to see if that one's going to fade out of the gate. And similar story with SGN. Yeah, I've had the flu the last couple days, guys. I've literally been asleep like 24 hours out of the last 40. So my brain function's not entirely there. I didn't eat it all yesterday. Alright, Mark is now open. I ain't giving up on the green team, though. Alright, SGN, let's see what she's going to do. It's so easy to lose 100 even with small size. Yeah, I definitely can believe that. Alright, SGN was pulling back. PROK selling off a little bit. SGN buying up right there, though. Need 3 to crack, but it's bouncing right now. I may get out of SGN. Let me see what she's going to do here. Coming back down to 3 as SGN. Like to see the 3 snap. There's a little bit of a 3 snap. A very good 3 snap. Okay, I took half off at 290 on SGN. Wow, we're in the 270s now. SGN, just a big dump out of the gates. Try to focus in on the tickers with the less amount of hype right here, because HOLO, where's she at? HOLO, big dump. Oh my god. And that one halted down. Jeez. ABVE still hanging in there. So what was that, like a merger, ABVE? I was taking a look at the news. I'm like, dude, a buck? This was another one of those irrational movers. Thing was up a lot and still holding up fairly well. SQNS, that's a really good trade right there. 420 it popped up to and is rejecting it right now. SQNS, I may take that one as well. It's got a 20-cent spread. I don't like that. Not a huge fan of that. Alright. PROK. This one's trying to bounce up a little bit. Emmanuel, what were you trading? Was it NVIDIA? I think you were switching from Tesla to NVIDIA. Back and forth. Alright, PROK. Alright, I'm monitoring the PROK trade right now. James, you're on account number 6. With the $5,000 accounts, there's not a lot of wiggle room with those. You're probably just having to trying to get out of this trade. Alright. Alright, took a little L on PROK, just in SGN right now, still with leftovers. James gonna trade just after the market open, no pre-market trading. Yeah, I do think that'll help you out. Pre-market can just be tricky. Dude, I cannot. That's HOLO. And then INKT spiking up right now. Okay. Yeah, pre-market is just more liquid, you know, more liquid, and then it's just hard, and then you can't really set your stops, so it's challenging. All right, our cat hit a resistance level I have at $9. RCAT. That one's up from 678. Any news here? Sure. Drone company, it looks like. Some drone stocks are trading higher after Secretary of Defense announced efforts to fast track drone production. All right, RCAT, I'm going to monitor. Tesla and Nvidia, gotcha. Is INKT halted up, or we're just kind of going steady? INKT. She's probably halted up, INKT. It's a lower float play, too. Less than 1 million in the float. Can tell I'm feeling a little rusty this morning. Probably the sickness. SQNS is getting a little spike, 380 up to 430s. And continuing higher. It's got a little bit of a gap to fill up towards 520. So you can still monitor SQNS up towards 520. Yeah, so James, I think it's probably what it sounds like is early entries and maybe sizing a little too heavy too quick. A combination of maybe both of those. Okay, SQNS, I'll probably hit this up at 520 if we get up there. That's what I'm looking at right now. SGN leftover still working out. Kicking back with those. Holo still halted down. INKT still halted up. ABVE, I mean, this one is looking a little heavy right now, too. ABVE. But this is going to be a trickier name. Probably a little trickier name to trade. Yeah, SGN looks so heavy, dude. I'm tempted to even, like, smack this one again. ABV, perfect example. Man, Arcat has given everything back. God dang it, dude. Yeah, so I mean, buying high and hoping higher is a tough one, James. I know a lot of them teach out there to buy tickers breaking out to new highs, but you gotta recognize there's a lot of selling going on there, not just profit taking, but also shorts coming in to those names as well at those levels. Uh, SQNS, come on, let's get up to 520. But yeah, if that's the strategy you're trading, it's going to be a lot easier to manage that at least during market hours. So ABVE is coming back up to VWAP. That could be an entry right there. SQNS still heading to 520. Man, dude. This is looking good. So I'm going to put a tiny order out, SQNS, like quarter of the position size I want to go. Because I'm thinking this thing could head up to 520. Let me cancel it for now. It's still stagnant, still a little sideways. SGN looking great. That one's heavy, weak. I only have 50 shares there right now because I took half off, but that one's looking great. Holo opened up and is still heavy. 850 down to 804. SQNS still heading up to $5 right now. Excuse me. All right, SQNS. Yeah. Oh, baby. Are we getting up there to $5? Yeah. I'm gonna be starting real small on this one. It's kind of spready. This is a more dangerous kind of a play, so be mindful of that. Kind of spready. Size accordingly if you're getting involved with that one. SGN still heavy. All right, I got filled 25. SGN, I'm thinking about taking the rest of that one off. Down here in the 50s. Yeah, I'm all out SGN, so. Alright, so far decent on the day. SQNS, I only have 25 here. I'll look to hit it another 25 more at like 5:30, 40. what is that? United Airlines came on. UAL unwinding. Oh, Delta Airlines. Yeah, that's pretty much a hangover play right there. Yeah, I wanted the opening pop. Yeah, sometimes I do that too. Wait, for right up to that previous close line, 91.67 would have been beautiful. But sometimes they snap out of the gates. That's why I don't mind just starting a feeler on them sometimes. It's so annoying when that happens and you're looking for that pop to short into. But yeah, that is a beautiful hangover right there. Not a huge fan on SQNS how it's not really profit taking at all. I mean, it's kind of algorithmically trending up right now. Yeah, it's got the 520 level I like a lot on the past chart history, SQNS. 520 on the past chart history is good there, but this thing is. Price action's not great. There's not much profit taken on it. I need to check the short interest here. I am going to look to hit it again in the 520s for sure. That's the area I'm looking for, really. Alright, I got another fill. 50 shares at 503. It's at the 520 area right now, so let me see what it's going to do here. $520 was pretty good past chart history. It just tapped that. You guys know how I feel about the Magic 20 cent area. I'm going to set a stop on it, though. I need to stay in the habit of that. Just continuing higher right now. Man, there's just not any. $539 she hit. Yeah, the trend is very straight up. A lot of times I'll give them the over under though, right? Over under some resistance levels because oftentimes they will pop up over them before. I mean, look, this is the resistance we had 520, similar to Arcat. Arcat tapped that resistance. Look what she's done. Arcat went up and over it. Has been pulling back since. This is a play I'm probably not gonna size too much into. I don't want to get back the entire day thus far on it. Yeah. Alright, I set a stop on it at like 580, which will be minus 40 on it for me. Try to size down. James, this is pretty much what I was alluding at for you to maybe implement, because I was struggling with the same thing as put the stops outside of like the normal trading range. Otherwise, they're going to get hit a lot. My stops were getting hit like non-freaking stop for several weeks because I was just, it was way too tight. So sizing down and widening those out helped out. So keeping the same risk, at least keeping similar risk, but just sizing down and widening out the risk outside of a normal trading range. All right, SQNS. Let's see what she's going to do. She's up here right at some good resistance areas, but it really hasn't had a strong pullback at all yet. It's still in an upward, very straight up trend. Here's the trend right now. 520 may try to hold up. We see a couple lower shadows there. We need 520 to crack it, pull back under that. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Here's the trend line we're on. Steeper the trend, the weaker it becomes. Steeper the trend, the weaker it becomes. So we are cracking 520 pretty good. Wow. Yeah. And when she cracks pretty good. We're going to halt down. Seeing if we're going to halt down on this. Anybody riding this with me? Smack up there would have been nice in the 540s. I was too scared. Yeah, Kayvon, the volume ramp. Yep. Yep, the steeper these trends get, the weaker they are, then we crack. Yeah, we'll see what she does from here. I mean, this week, guys, has been irrational. They've been You guys know I'm not going to say it. I ain't going to say anything. Keep my mouth shut. Because the last time I said something like that, it happened. Perfect fall. Thank you. Thank you. Good to be back with the green team. And if I'm feeling up for it, I may do a giveaway tonight for a Trade the Pool account. If I'm feeling up for it, I'm still recovering from this flu the last couple days, but if I feel up for it, we'll do a live stream tonight. Now, you guys will be the only ones drinking because I can't drink. My body can't take that right now. Alright, let me see. Alright, I took half off 560. Man, this thing is just panicking down now. Anybody else riding this thing with me? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a trail and then look for another one. This thing I got a trail by like a freaking point, though. Alright, trailing it by 80 cents. All right, right now we are green about 80.65 after fees. SQ&S, beautiful. That's what we do the over-under. Hit 550 before she started pulling back. What's SGN doing? SGN still heavy. Oh my God. Holo sold all the way down to $7. Emmanuel haven't taken any trades today. That's why Emmanuel is funded, guys, because he is patient with a PAY. Discipline.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's why at Grainger, we're here for you. With professional grade industrial supplies and click Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger.
We're back. Yeah, Emmanuel is that's the reason, guys, he's funded right now. It's because he's trading with discipline, with pure discipline. As I mentioned earlier, the edge, you'll like this, Emmanuel. The edge is not your strategy. It's your discipline to use your edge. It's your discipline to use your edge consistently with the right position sizing. The edge is not your strategy. It's your discipline to use it consistently with the right position sizing. Strategy gives you the potential. Discipline is what unlocks it. Risk management protects it. Consistency compounds it. Secret trades off screen. That's funny. INKT, guys, halted up. Opened up and straight up to 40. God, dude. INKT. That is tempting. So James is already prophesying a Friday night live stream tonight. I might do it. We might do it. We might do it. Well, I'm glad it. I'm glad it alleviates. You know, the pain to get it all off the chest. We'll go over it all. Bring your burdens. All right, let's flip around, see what else is going on. ABVE, that's sad. You know, it gave that entry at VWAP. We almost took it. Probably still room on this one for a fade, but does it feel like Monday, Kayvon? PHH. Is that... Oh, what happened with PHH? Dude, I saw a different ticker that did the same thing, and it was the FDA was requiring more trials. You know, they were requiring further study on the drug. AGN spiking up. SGN, dang, dude, dang. INKT is tempting. $7 to 36. SQNS, dude. Let's go. SQNS dropped to 430s, popped up, took my trail out. Up 76 on the day right now. Like to get it at least up to 100. See what the market provides us. See, what I need to get out of the habit of doing is grinding like $75 over 3 or 4 trades and then giving it all back on one. Chinese stock liquidating. Yeah, Kayvon loves those tickers. PROK. Oh, that UAL is painful, Kayvon. Sorry to bring that up. God, that was such a good setup. All right, PROK is popping up right now. Could be something there. I know. Where is Fades at? He's been... emailing me this week. I'll email him for you. BMHL IPO. All right, at 11 or so, 11 or 12. PROK. I got 540 resistance on this one. Let me see. PROK. Man, these are the shorts that I like to take. There's a lot of resistance from yesterday on this. I'm thinking about it, but this is really one of the only plays up right now. May drive in some long bias traders here, because SQNS fallen. I mean, INKT up through 40 now. I think that one's halted again. I guarantee you Fades is on like the FTFT. Probably SGN too. And ABVE still slow and going sideways. ABVE still slow going sideways. RCAT could give us sloppy seconds on a short, perhaps. CSX. Yeah, CSX. Not bad. Look, it looks like SQNS too, right? With that steady grind up. Until we get that speed. The volume ramp like Kayvon was talking about. Seeing a lot of 35 resistance. Monitor it for 35. It is starting to get... If you look at the trend CSX, you'll notice it getting a little overextended off of its trend that it's on right now, too. That's something I look for and like. Yeah, she's getting overextended right now off of it. PROK, a little tricky with 100 million in float. Yeah, you can tell it's battling this 540 area resistance. It is respecting that level. This is the last few days here on it. Just another Mike in the building. How's your eval going, Mike? All right. Yeah, PROK, I mean, I like the short here against 550 quite a bit. Oh my god. This is why I didn't short ABVE. I was like, man, this thing looks heavy, but it's ABVE, so I'm not going to short it. Because it just gets these random pops on it. Alright, PROK. I'm gonna do a position on PROK up here. Set some resistance. I'm just gonna get a single entry. A break over 550, I'll be out of it. Just a single entry here. Stop. 551 stop. Alright. Well, I'm in at 527. I was in 533. Pressed the wrong button. 527. I'm in it. CSX. Does she? What do you take, Mike? ABVE. All right, PROK. Good job. Anybody in this one? Hit resistance. Taking a trade on it. Pulling on back. We need it to really crack 520. Look, this is what we don't want to happen. Forming a lower shadow here and holding 520. 520 is the area we want to stay heavy under. CSX, yeah, she got extended off of that trend and pulled back. Good call on that trade. I know, Mike, dude. Holo at the open was unreal. That would have been an excellent trade. It was kind of tricky. It was kind of tricky a little bit. It like had a fake out breakout over, and James as well. I was talking about those breakouts. You know, buying breakouts is why you got to be cautious because a lot of the tickers do this. Like Holo, we're coming up to the highs. We have a fake out breakout over them, and we pull back. Then, like at the open, we profit take, and longs go deer in headlights. Paralysis by analysis and capitulation. Mogo doing the same thing at the open. Yeah, Mogo was it was just heavy under VWAP and trending sideways. Look good, very heavy. Oh my God, guys, INKT. Wow, 49 we've hit now. INKT. Woo! Where are we going, INKT? Trying to think about what to do on PROK. If I'm thinking more of a big picture play here or kind of a scalp, because big picture here says, you know, this thing hits this 550 resistance, starts pulling back, you know, back down under 450 and lower. So I'm trying to think about what I want to do here. And it's sitting, it's trying to hold the previous close line right here too, 518. Not a big fan of that. Previous close, that's an important area too. I'm going to try to hit it again. Stop kind of up over the highs. PROK. Let me see if I can hit her one more time. Yeah, CSX looking heavy now. RCAT, that was sloppy seconds. 840 down to 820. SGN still very heavy. Holo. Oh my God, Holo giving everything back. And INKT at 49 bucks. All right, this is going to be like a ride or ride out kind of trade for me. Ride or ride out on PROK. I'm going to hit it again, and then stop's going to be like 540. Not going to give it a ton of wiggle room there. I love the resistance we're hitting. I don't want to hold previous close on 520, though. That's what I don't want to do. I got filled the rest of the shares. I'm going to set the stop. $5.41 stop. Yes. Okay. All right. How's the green team doing? Holo, man. Oh my god, Holo. 1080 to 670. That sucks for. Imagine all the newer traders going all in with their accounts on Holo. Hmm. Yeah, UAL. That one's. That's a tough one. That one would drive me crazy. That's why, like I said, I started doing the feelers, and you were getting on to me for a while for that. But I had so many UALs that kept happening to me. It was pissing me off beyond belief. BTCM. Small, short, 7. Yeah, James, that's a tough one because those moves happen like that. In pre-market, you get involved and it's just so illiquid, and they're trading so thin they can move that quick and you can't get out. Yeah, you got to protect yourself from that happening. I I think you're on the right track as far as just avoiding pre-market. INKT perfect fall. You're in short on this one, dude. I was getting close, dude, but I'm like, my God, $7 up to 49. In BQ, is that a recent IPO? I got some past chart history there on BQ. What is going on with BQ? Oh, they came out with a one for 160 reverse stock split. All right, that's one way to do it. Yeah, a one for 160 reverse stock split. So, yeah, the past chart history is just gonna. You might not even see it on your chart. That's why you may have thought it was IPO. Because, yeah, wow, I don't know if I've seen 160 reverse stock split. It's massive. That'll create a low float ticker. All right, PROK, come on, crack under 520. Let's do it. Come on, PROK. Perfect fall in short at 48.31. God dang it. Anybody in on this with him? Okay, she opened up. Did she open up? 44.50. Yeah. Opened up and spiking up a little bit. Yeah, INKT. If trading this guy's just size appropriately, you're dealing with like a point spread. Normally on something like this, I'll be going like starting with 10 to 20 shares because every point's going to be 10 to 20 bucks. But best of luck with INKT. She's on. I mean, the volume's dying out a little bit. I think that may benefit you. This is the trend we're on right here. We had off of that 49, we did have a little descending triangle. That was good. Snapped and halted down. A little pop up. I mean, you look good. Just know your risk there. It's kind of slowing down on this trend, which is usually a good thing. Oh my god, ABVE. ABVE putting in the U shape of its life. Climb back up to green on the day and testing the pre-market highs. Oh, PROK, you married her. And then she divorced and took everything from you. PROK. Yeah. We go over that. I go over that a lot because, look, because I'm kind of preaching to myself, too, as far as that goes. We have got to, because that CYN killed me. You know, we got to just have a rule where you only take 1 or 2 losses just per trade and move on and know the risk before you enter the trade, predefine it, and then just be done with it. Move on to the next ticker. Because they ain't strippers. They ain't loyal. I guess tickers are strippers then, huh? Alright, PROK, come to daddy. Try to get a better fill on that thing. Dropped all the way down to 505. Alright, what are we at? 90 bucks on the day, guys. I think first day back in a week. I think I'll take it. Let me see if anything else is screaming my name. CYN. Oh my god, CYN, guys. I just referenced CYN. Literally perfect. Or who was it? Yeah, James. In reference to PROK, CYN. Did something similar to me. CYN, oh boy. I don't think I should do it. This ticker is on the naughty list. This ticker's on the naughty list. I don't think I'm going to do it. That's one way to give back all my hard work. INKT climbed all the way back up, dude. Trying G short via put here. Have you traded anything else today, Kivana? I know you missed UAL. And then BQ, what's she doing? BQ, pretty thin. I mean, 20,000 shares trade a minute. Is it halted up? Perfect fall, you're out of it. Dang, dude. Okay. Anything else you guys are working right now? ABVE tried to come back up, retest $4. INKT at highs. I mean, clearly we're gonna have to watch INKT come Monday for like a hangover setup. CYN just pulled back a whole point. After I said, I can't do it. They heard me. They heard me. They were going to keep it going until we got into it, but they heard me. You think so? INKT going to $100. All right. Oh my God, INKT. All right, I'm curious now. Check the short interest on it. I can't imagine there's any. I mean, such a tiny. Oh man, there's PROK at the low fives. A little eager to take that one. Oh, I gotta cancel. I had a stop on it. Yeah, so if you do this, if you set stop orders with Trade the Pull, just make sure you look down here and make sure you have no working orders, because I've done that quite a bit where I'll actually take I've taken a long on something like at the top because I have a stop to buy shares at a certain level and I forget to cancel it. Yeah, that's not good. Kayvon patiently waiting, no trades so far. I was thinking about BMNR too today. I mean, there's still so much meat on the bone here with BMNR. I know all the guys were out, flaunting their profits the other day on Wednesday over it, but there's still a lot of room for BMNR to fall. I mean, this thing, I was comparing it to CYN regardless of today, but CYN after its move, it just stair-stepped down for a couple weeks straight. A couple weeks straight, she just was pulling back in. So BMNR certainly has room to do something similar. Alright. I'm flipping around, guys, trying to find something. INKT was tempting me. She's pulling back right now. James accidentally made $50 doing that. That's funny. I think my trades were profitable too, James. I think mine were profitable too. Do I want to do this INKT? I don't think I do. This stripper INKT, she's not ready to settle down yet. I don't think she's ready to settle down yet. Still having fun in life. What if we took the long here? I just can't do it, guys. I don't know. Ever since turning into a short seller, it's so hard for me to go back because it's hard. Because shorting is reacting to the price action, right? When I long something, I feel like I'm predicting additional volume to come in. It's one thing if you are some of these chat rooms out there and you have 3,000 people that are jumping in something with you. But that's not trading anyways. That's not what I want to do. That's not what impresses me. I want to be a trader. And trading is reactionary, in my opinion. You need to react to what is happening. If I'm buying this thing up here, I gotta pretty much bet on other people wanting to acquire this ticker that's up many hundreds of percent. But even if you disregard any of that, I take a long up here and she elevators down, it would piss me off beyond belief. Because I can already hear myself saying, "You knew that was going to happen, Kevin." Alright, here's what we're going to do. This is just fun money on the day right here. I'm going to take a 5-share short. I did get in 5 shares, right? Okay, 5-share short. At 56.73. And I'm going to give it a I'm going to give it a few points. Nvidia speeding up. Yeah, that's Emmanuel's bread and butter over there, Nvidia. Oh, James, you were so close. 60 away from being funded and gave 240 away today. Yeah, just the pre-market. Knock it out. Just, I guess, get rid of the pre-market. I mean, it sounds like you're disciplined in setting your stops. It's just you couldn't get out. You couldn't get out of that trade. It was moving too quickly. Man, as fast as this thing sells off, she pops right back up. Alright, INKT in this small share size, going to give it probably up to $60. Wow. Yeah. Looks like she wants another high right now. You go ahead and just get the stop order out here. Alright, stop is up over 60 for INKT. Mm. She hasn't really been profit taking much, has she? Let's trade Nvidia. Yeah, dude, Nvidia. God dang, dude. Hmm. see what she's going to do down here. If it buys back up again, I'll probably just be done with it. I want to stay heavy in the 53s. Oh, wow. Are we halted down? Oh, we just halted down. All right. Well, 5 shares can actually do pretty well, huh? Now, remember, Fades knows this well, but with Trade the Pool, you have got to give it a minute before liquidating the full position. You can, a workaround is taking like 90% off and then leaving, a small percentage. Because last time it halted down, it shot right back up. It may actually not apply to closing the position. It says it restricts opening or adding to a position. No, that's not the halt rule. Sorry. A trader must wait 1 minute before opening or adding to a position. Okay, so closing a position, I don't think it matters. You guys let me know if you guys have closed a position within a minute of a halt. Let me know. See, if I was on that competition account right now, I'd be in 80,000 shares, like I was APVO. Yeah, it looks like that's just for opening or adding to a position. But just to make sure, I'm going to scale out. I'm going to scale out of 5 shares. I'm going to scale out like 3 or 4 shares. All right, Kevon showing 45. So, Perfect Fall, are you in this? Man, you had the right idea. Sucks that it popped up. But sometimes it's just hard to time the tops of these. That's why it's not a bad idea to scale. But the scaling's tricky too, because it increases bias, and you gotta really, like, that's what happened to me on CYN. I got cooked, not the ticker. Oversized and overbiased on it. Yeah, finally cracked the Trendus on at least. She finally cracked that trend. Yeah. You're a good friend, James, for doing that. All right, she cracked that trend. If it's 5 minutes, we'll open up within a minute here. But again, the last halt down, it popped right back up. So I'm probably gonna take BMHL, the IPO opened. We got so Perfect Fall wants to only trade pre-market, and James needs to only trade market hours. Dang! Every time you trade your red market hours and just in green pre-market. So, are you scaling into some of those plays Perfect Fall too, like PROK, I believe it was? Okay, we just opened up. All right, I just took a little piece off. Just let's see what she's gonna do here. See what she does on this trend. I mean, it cracked the trend on that halt. Are we gonna pop right back up over it? On the 5 minute, it's kind of holding the trend a little bit more. This is insane. I'll be out all of it at my average if it pops back up to the average. This is so dumb. Fingers on the trigger. Okay, I see. All right. You're good with scaling. So, yeah, I would be sick of market hours dealing with this kind of stuff too. You know, you're up. What, like 700% or something? And you halt down and you just spike right back up 2 times. Kind of action is aggravating. Yeah, I don't know. It's so Perfect Fall. You were green in pre-market. What were the tickers you traded in pre-market? Some of the action I noticed too in pre-market, if we're not talking about like the 839 PR waves and the straight up moves, some of the action I see too is can be fairly predictable. I mean, some of the tickers are. It's probably because you don't have the stops in place. Like they're not hunting for stops necessarily. You don't have so much of that manipulation in play. And then here it goes again, you know? It's like, make up your mind what you're going to do, dude. Alright, I'm taking it all right there. Alright, we got up 116 on the day. I'm just going to hang out at this point, guys, and chill for a second with you guys. I'd like to do the Friday night live stream tonight. Maybe do a giveaway. Do a giveaway too. Let's see where our account is at here. All right, we still got a little bit of room to go. But we're on the path of profitability. Need to keep this trend up. Just do not tunnel in on one ticker, Kevin. Don't do it. As long as I don't do that, we're A-okay. Let me see if anything else is bouncing around. So you just traded INKT, perfect fall. You traded it this morning. In pre-market. Price action a little bit more predictable for you. Yeah, you're getting tilted. Well, don't trade tilted. I've done it plenty of times. It's no good. So you start forcing trades that aren't there. And if you've ever forced a fart that isn't there, you know how that ends. Yeah. Yeah, I feel for you, because that is absolutely annoying with some of these tickers that just bounce around points on points at a time, and manipulation is at an all-time high. Especially, guys, this summer there's been a lot of manipulation. I've noticed it for sure, especially in the small cap land. All right, Kayvon traded BMHL, the IPO. What a chart pattern here. Love it. ABVE still trying to trend higher. But guys, I've even seen some traders across social media. You see ABV's up from like 30 cents up to 450. I've seen some traders that are short in this from like $2, and they're just anxiously awaiting this thing. They're just so convinced that is pumped, you know, beyond rationale, that it's coming back down eventually. So holding and hoping is not a strategy on the short side either, right? Shorts get obliterated doing that. Like, yeah, this is we know what these things do 9 times out of 10. If you look at the past chart history, you see it get pumped and then give it all back. But it's going to wreak devastation on the account doing that. Any other tickers you guys are trading or want me to take a look at? Again, I'm still 50-50 on the live stream tonight. INKT at 47 now. Yeah. That would tilt me too. I'm in short. It halts down, opens up, goes higher. I'm short again, halts down, opens up, goes back up to the top. And then, as soon as I stop out for the second time, there she goes. I feel the pain, Perfect Fall, I do. CVM spiking up right now to VWAP. Yeah, that sends me. That's the most tilted I get. Top ticking something. And then top ticking it for a max loss. Yeah, I would be very tilted. CVM is getting spiked right now. CVM partnership agreement with Saudi Arabian pharma and healthcare company on regulatory and commercial activities for whatever their drug is in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. She's getting a significant spike right now. CVM. Take a look at the short interest here. 7.4% short. Yeah, down at $44 now, INKT. I am sorry. That is rough. Alright, 550s here. Got a lot of pre-market resistance, CVM. Alright, CVM monitoring it move up towards like $6. I'm interested. I'm going to be going smaller sizing if I get involved with this. I'm going to protect the gains today. Holding VWAP right now though is CVM. Take a look left of the chart. Anything you guys got before we wrap her up? Monitoring CVM, but it's pulling back right now. My son got whatever I had, so I'm gonna go assist with that here in a second. A green team. For those that were green or managed their risk well, good job today. We got a lot to go over tonight. I know some are carrying some heavy burdens that they can bring later tonight, and we can unload them, get them off our chest. So be on the lookout for that, guys. This week has seemed like the Wild Wild West out here, and today didn't surprise me much at all. Felt like I had to be really on my toes. So being off for a week did not really, doesn't seem like it hurt too much. I think it just made me more on edge to make sure I'm taking decent trades and not risking too much. But anyways, good work, guys. Emmanuel, congratulations again on your funded account. MG's right behind you. I'm right behind you. The rest of the team is. Guys, stay safe, stay disciplined, and we will see you guys maybe tonight, otherwise Monday morning.